Going live. We are live.
Oh.
All right. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Ike from Flipside Music, and welcome to What the F.A.Q. Live number, I don't know, 20 some odd. I'll fix it in the title. We're a few minutes late just because we had some technical difficulties trying to move things around. So, yeah, we'll see who's here. We're doing the Thursday guitar prime time. So that means we start out doing a live stream for an hour, and then the guys from Texas Toast do a live stream for an hour, and then Dylan from Dylan Talks Tone jumps in to finish the guitar talk night out. So that's what we're doing, and we're starting it out. And we got some guys popping in. Doug at Santaniello's here. Tapping and Doug. Greg is here. Jacob and the Ghost. It is Thursday already. Tim White, who's going to be stopping by here soon too to say hello. Dylan is here, texting right next to me.
Yes.
Into the chat. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties trying to work some stuff out. Yeah, we are still having trouble getting the board working. We're going to have a sit-down meeting with the Metalhead Hippie.
Well,
let's see if he can get us together, or we got to just dick around a bit more and really dial this thing in, so we could start bringing you all the ear goodies for your ear holes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess here too. See if I'm ringing.
But you guys can at least hear it through the webcam, so we'll maybe. What's happening, Ben? Ben was helping us out a few minutes ago with sign language because there was no audio happening. So appreciate it, Ben, for jumping in and helping us out, man. Sorry that we had apparently we had it on a private setting or something like that. So we're still getting through the whole StreamYard deal. So, Happy New Year's to everybody. Merry Christmas. I don't know if we did this. We did a Christmas one before Christmas, or did we? No, we missed that one.
Well, we might have right before, not after.
Yeah, I don't remember. We missed one last week because everything went to shit. Everything went crazy.
Yeah.
So we missed one. Here we are, brand new. We should probably just do live 23-1. I don't know.
Yeah.
New season.
Yeah.
We're new season 2023. Very excited for everything. At least I am. You excited for 23?
I am. As soon as we can get this damn mixer to work with everything.
As soon as we can get our building permits, as soon as we get the mixer to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to accomplish on our bucket list for 2023.
It'll probably be world peace right around the time those other two are done.
Telling you. So, yeah. So here was a thing. I don't really have a question. I'm just making it up as I go along because we don't, you know how we do. 2023, two things. What do you want to accomplish this year as a musician? This year, I know everybody does the, set the, you're setting your new resolutions.
Setting some goals.
So, what does everybody plan on doing this year? Do you want to start a band? Are you doing an EP? What are you guys doing? Because we're just asking you. We'll start with that. As a question.
Okay.
I'm asking you guys, or you can ask us what you want, because this is FAQ, so, question and answer show. So you guys know how to do it.
And I was going to say, I can't, from this distance, can't read any of them, so if you want to click any of them at any point.
All right, so, Jacob and the Ghost says, release a record mixed in Atmos. Dolby.
Full Dolby
Atmos. That'd be pretty cool. The guys at the recording studio right next to us at the Legacy Shop did a little bit of redesign in their control booth so that they could work with all that stuff.
Oh, with Atmos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the guys at the, the guys at the recording studio next to us do a lot of stuff. They've done like Marvel movies and superhero movies and stuff like that. So it's all about the textures and such. Yeah, textures and such. So it looks like Ben Coombs is going to be collecting octave pedals this year.
Oh yeah. So Ben, I'm not. We'll see. I'll see if I brought my other cable or not. I think I did. But I was gonna say one octave pedal you should consider. It's expensive, but it would do a lot more than just the octave side. Although all octave pedals are pretty expensive these days. But the C4 from Source Audio, which you can't probably see in the frame, it's like right here. But that one, the octave settings, obviously there's a lot of other things going on, but the octave settings on that are pretty amazing, especially in terms of tracking. So that one, what he was talking about it in his stream the other night, and I didn't really interject, so that was one I meant to throw in there. Nobody really thinks of the C4 for the octave stuff, but it actually has probably the best tracking out of any of them right now.
It's a killer sounding pedal.
Yeah.
I really dig that. So, Ben,
so when you're ready to have a bigger octave pedal collection this year.
Yeah, so when you're ready, give us a call and we'll see what we can do for you. Because I know shipping to Canada sucks and taxes. We actually had a customer from up Canada way.
Oh yeah.
That wanted a pedal, but he didn't want to pay for the VAT tax or whatever it is, import tax. And I was like, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I don't want to send. We want to help people out, but sending it as a gift, if we get pinched, we really don't need that hassle for
one pedal.
For one pedal. So, but Ben, you could be a contest winner. You know what I'm saying? And in that case, we could do something. All right. So what else we got? Valerie says hello, Dylan and Rhodey, and myself. What's happening, Valerie? Let's see. Jacob and the Goats, full doubly.
Full doubly.
Doubly.
Speaking of full doubly. Oh, Dolby.
Oh,
there you go.
Got it.
Full doubly. There you go.
All right, Tim White. I'd love to be able to play Dazzle with my jazz band this year. Dazzle's a great little venue.
I've not been there.
It's a cool little venue. It's classy.
Oh,
if I remember.
Probably why I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's classy. We can't just walk in looking like this shithole.
Yeah.
This train wreck that we are right now. Oh, yeah. So Dazzle would be a cool place to play. I'd love to play that place. All right, what else we got? Doug Santaniello says, actually try to learn to play with all the mechanical work I have to do on my guitars. Actually try to learn to play.
I think I sort of maybe know what he's saying.
I kind of try to learn to play. Is there a comma?
Comma.
With all the mechanical work I have done to.
Maybe it'll continue. Maybe he's like.
Is there
maybe
more?
He's like, I'll learn how to actually play, but with all the mechanical work I have to do on the guitar, that kind of I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so you just choose one of them and then learn to play on that one while the others are in progress.
While the other ones are drying.
Yeah.
Yeah. While the stuff's drying. Well, practice. That's the whole thing. That's that's pretty much my thing. Is I want to be conscious effort become a better guitar player this year myself, because I feel like we're going to be doing some more live streams, and I always feel like I'm a shit player, and I need to work on that. I think some of that is just up here, but it's also I need to work harder on it so that I can combat my own crushing self-doubt as a player, because it sucks. I want to get out there and play with a bunch of folks this year, and I got stuff I want to do too. I'd like to put a band together, maybe hopefully summertime if we can get in here. I'm not doing anything until we're done here.
This is.
And I'd like to maybe put something together, or an acoustic thing maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ben says, oh yeah, check it out. Not worry about price. I know a certain retailer. Yeah, you got a guy. Don't worry, Ben. You got a guy.
But yeah, the C4, Ben, definitely worth checking out. Because what's actually nice, I guess while Ike's looking at comments, what's nice with the C4 is you can actually set like your lowest note and your highest note, and it'll actually consolidate the tracking to just those spots. So like if you're in a certain tuning or certain that, you can actually even do a range. So if you only want it to activate, within a certain frequency range, you could. So like if you only wanted it to go up to like the A on your low E and everything else was left alone, you can actually do that stuff too. So it ends up being a pretty useful, but also one that you can dial in yourself, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I haven't spent enough time with that thing. I gotta look at those like SY1 I wanted to mess around with, but until I can actually, my problem is I have these ideas like I'm gonna focus on this, and then I fuck it all up. Because I'm like, I'm great for 3 days, and then everything the world goes to shit, everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
And then I'm sidetracked, and by the time I make my way back around, it's just shit.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean with some of these. Even when I keep meaning to do certain things, even with that pedal, it's like it'll be a week or two before I actually do it, even when I start thinking about it.
I still got the unicorn in a box right over there that I still haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
Look at all those cool pedals I have.
I was gonna say maybe one of these extended streams we'll do like a viewer participation Ike board build.
Yeah, well, so I think you'll start seeing more streams and more stuff coming from us within the next couple of weeks. I know we've been saying that for fucking years now, but I think you're going to start to see that because once we get...
Oh yeah, I forgot we started that thing and never...
Oh yeah. So once we get this thing set up, we'll instantly start doing more streams.
Well, we're going to try to use F.A.Q as a kind of a landing pad for troubleshooting and getting all the other stuff dialed out before we get bands in here and all that stuff. But
yeah,
I feel like once we actually get even the least bit of momentum, we're going to be dangerous.
Yeah, it's going to be good once we
just need like a little bit of rolling momentum and we'll be okay.
Right. So, all right, well, let's look through here. It looks like Ben and Doc are figuring out where they're located in Canada. Yeah, you guys should be.
I feel like that's probably often a dispute in Canada.
Well, I don't remember. Doc is in. Well, Ben's in like Ontario.
Well, I just wonder if Canadians argue about like how west you are, just the way Americans do. Like, there's the West, and there's the Midwest, and then there's the actual West.
I don't know. I do not know.
Because like, do people in Ontario make fun of people in British Columbia, like you Westerners?
I think so.
Yeah.
Montreal, I think there's a lot of.
Yeah.
Because Montreal and Quebec are heavily.
Well, yeah, there's a French element too. Yeah.
So I think there's people that are on the West Coast and the East Coast, and then there's, everybody in between.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the French faction versus the English faction versus the we just want to be Canadians faction.
Right. We just want to be warm.
Yeah.
We just like to be warm. All right, what else we got here? Pedal board cam in the future. Yes, nothing here. That will be a thing.
Yes.
We already got some ideas. They said once we can get this stuff implemented, it'll.
Well, yeah. Ideally, we'll have a better cam for this part of it, and then this camera will actually be used for the pedal board. Ideally. But
yeah.
One massive headache at a time.
Well, if we continue to use a StreamYard, once we get Metalhead Hippie to help us out, maybe get the audio together, we could do multiple cameras. If not, we're gonna have to find another solution. But it's all good.
Maybe I'll pop in a private thing if Ben is free in a minute after we're done with this.
Hey-o.
That was a lot of. That was a stretch.
I'm just saying, private show here.
So let me see if I did have that cable.
Appreciate it. All right. That sucks. Took 10 minutes for the show to show up. Huh? That's weird. Not sure why that is. Like I said, we're trying to get things together. So
yeah, that part's on YouTube.
All right. So Tim asks, so with the new year having arrived, when is the move happening now?
God, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's funny because we get this question. I mean, we get this question every day, all day. We've been telling people about this fucking move
for a year
and a half. And it is beyond our control as far as what's going on. We're done. I mean, essentially, well, please disregard the wall and the panel on the floor.
Yeah, but I mean, the part that we need to move into to do business is done.
Yes, that is complete out there. All we're waiting on is we have a big there's a soundproof window that we have to put into one of these areas over here. We got to put that in, and then we have a couple other little things, but like, you know, I have to paint the trim around the doors. Got to put the slat wall up and that kind of stuff. So but overall construction is done. HVAC, plumbing, drywall, all the things are complete. Right now we are just in a cage match. What do you say? It's a
free-for-all cage match.
Yeah, free-for-all cage match with Denver zoning about our parking situation. So I can't really go into it as far as what the details are, but we are trying to work out the parking situation. Once we get that, then zoning can, we have to go to another department that we have to go to a hearing and do a presentation and, you know, maybe an acoustic set. I don't know exactly what's going to be required for that.
That, or if you guys got like pitchforks, you know, feel free to maybe assemble in a small mob.
Yes, behind us.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like we'll be more authoritative with pitchforks behind us.
I just hope
maybe like torch one or two.
Right. I'm just hoping that maybe somebody in the, I think it's called Board of Adjustments or something like that. I hope somebody there plays guitar and is sympathetic to our situation. Once that's done,
kicked up to the Board of Fine Adjustments.
Right. By the Floyd Rose of zoning. Fuck. That would just be a minority.
That would be actually.
So once that's all done, it goes back to zoning. We get our permits, we do our parking lot, and then we have to get our final inspection. Then we come in. So it's kind of a lot of stuff that still needs to get done. The thing is we need to get a variance on a landscaping thing. I don't know if we got to put up a sign, how long that's going to take. So at this point, Tim, I know this is the long way around for the answer, but I don't know. We're at the mercy of the zoning board.
Of the city.
Yeah.
Right
So I would like to think by the end of the month, but I've said that for how many times now?
18.
Yeah. So I would like to think by the end of Q1. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. No,
it's 3 months. I can't see us going longer than that. I mean, this is absolutely driving me nuts, and it's a bit crazy because it's expensive, and I'm tired of it.
Yes.
So I would like to think at the very latest, end of Q1 2023. So that's the long way around, but that's what you get. So Terry's putting out some good wishes. Evening to all. Hope everyone is safe, warm, and well.
Hey, Terry.
Albus Band says, "What's up, you sexy bitches?"
Hey, Aaron.
What's going on, man? We need to get we need to get the slimming camera.
Yeah.
It's like the camera puts on 30 pounds. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Okay, Rolling Momentum sounds like a good band name. You know what I think is a good band name that I can't believe nobody's taken yet is Bomb Cyclone. Everybody keeps talking about Bomb Cyclone Weather. There's got to be a punk rock band out there that's like, that's our name, Bomb Cyclone.
Yeah, you'd have to be, I guess. In the 70s, it certainly would have been like a good punk band. It still would.
I think it still would.
But like, it fits in like the double word 70s band names.
Yeah, well, now you got like Teenage Bottle Rocket and fucking
and
the
psychedelic
shit.
porn crumpets. And
yeah, so, well, everything. Have you noticed like band names are like verbs?
Well, there's
like,
that.
There's
they're
phrases
getting
now.
to be. Yeah, I was gonna say they're getting to be full-on sentences at this point.
Yeah, it's like, what's the name of your band?
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah. Moving Westward, and then you're like, what's
there's that too.
Yeah, Doing Dishes. My band's name is Doing Dishes in the Nude. What? Yeah, it's like these action fucking phrases. I don't know. I guess all the good insect.
Hello, Cleveland. We are sweeping the floorboards.
Right. Yeah. I guess all the good insect names are taken, right? You know. That sounds cool.
That was a weird one.
Okay, so Ben says, west is anything west of Ontario. That kind of sounds like how New York is. Anything west of fucking the Hudson is, you know,
is west.
Is the country. Let's see. No BC folks are cool. Quebecers are fair game. Yeah, BC. I've been to BC, man. back in the day, and they had the best weed. That shit was awesome.
Well, British Columbia as a whole is it's a really great spot.
Let's see what else we got here. Goals for 2023. Yeah.
So I wonder if Quebecers then, if they're like the Arkansas, Oklahoma.
Well, we got a thing right here.
Of Canada.
So nothing here says he's in Western Canada, not BC, but like Alberta is the Texas of Canada.
So does that mean Quebec then, or Quebec, however? Because I've heard both.
I've heard it's called Quebec.
Quebec, but so is Quebec like the Arkansas or Oklahoma? Because like basically in Arkansas and Oklahoma, people only live there because they got too tired to keep going. And like literally, that's
Quebec's
the only reason they live there is because they literally got too tired to keep going to get to the good spot.
I think that's more Alberta.
Okay.
Because Quebec's on the East Coast. I mean, you can go Quebec, Ontario, Montreal.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's probably within
8
hours of each other-ish.
Okay.
So that's all East Coast. Those are all East Coast Canadian cities.
Yeah, I guess the Canadian faction will have to explain to us the details.
I wanted to steal Banff.
Oh yeah.
You know, is Banff's in Canada, right? Yeah, I believe, isn't it? Fuck, now I'm
sure.
questioning myself. I wanted to steal Banff.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm not. My Canadian geography isn't the greatest. So Terry says OBS will manage your audio better.
Yes.
Yeah. The problem is that if Ike has to manage any of the other parts of it, we're fucked. So.
Well, yeah, we might need to develop like the Ike stream versus the everything else stream.
Yeah. So OBS, we've used that before, and it's good. The problem is I need some stupid proof stuff where I could pull in things and bring in folks and I need it easy. If I got to go behind the scenes and really screw around with a bunch of stuff, it makes it much harder, at least for me, because I'll lose my mind. Let's see. So let's see. Tim says we used to have a flood of new announcements of gear at the end of the January with Winter NAMM. Since it's in April now, do you think we'll get new gear announcements coming soon? I think so, but I don't know, because it's an odd year with this now, with NAMM being in, NAMM being in April. I'm not exactly sure. Everything's still kind of thrown off. Like next year, I think it's going to go back to normal, January and July for NAMM, but I don't know. So I would anticipate.
I don't know, because like
February, March, we might see some new stuff. But we're seeing new stuff being introduced all the time.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like all the companies now feel like they get, rather than having to share a spotlight with 100 other companies two times a year and spend all that money,
30-40 grand on.
Yeah, I think now they it almost feels like in a way that like pedal brands are other brands are obviously different. Guitars and stuff I feel like kind of exist in a slightly different market, but like pedals and other gear stuff, I feel like a lot of that is almost becoming like film studios. Like you have each studio is basically trying to figure out when the other one is going to do something, so they go ahead and just slightly offset it so that they don't have overlap. That's what it feels like, because now certain companies that used to typically release things in like one swath of releases or in with a group, all of them are just kind of letting it go whenever they can, so that they at least have some chance of rising to the surface. Because I mean, honestly, these days, like the chatter with the way online shit works, the chatter only exists for like 3 to 4 days, and then something else.
Then it's on to
Yeah, and so I feel like a lot of companies are just opting to release on their own terms, and then that way they feel at least like they have a fighting chance of being noticed. But who knows? Because I mean, even Cattle and Bread released the new 51 and the new look of the 55 and the 5F6. How many people are really Because I mean, I feel like the Tweed is a cool pedal, and I had one in here somewhere. If everything had gone to plan, that's what we were gonna try to.
Yeah, we were gonna play with that. The new Formula 51 is based on an old Fender Champ.
Yeah, Tweed Champ.
Tweed Champ with a sag.
Yeah.
So you can play with your sag knob.
Yes.
So keep looking on.
I know.
I feel like I'm seeing shit over there.
Yeah. I should have closed the door.
So yeah, so that new pedal. So I don't know if we're gonna see, a huge onslaught of stuff in February and March, or not. I don't know what this new NAMM is gonna look like. I've considered going out for a day just because I have a couple things I might want to try to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a little time. And I figure if worse comes to worse, I got a couple people in California I can crash with. Or I'll just drive the Jeep out there and stay at a fucking campsite. That'd be nice. So I don't know what's going to happen. But we've just, like Dylan said, we've just seen companies throwing stuff out there consistently. So I don't know. All right, moving on. Hey, it's Tim again. I have a gift card burning a hole in my pocket. Oh, yeah. Come on down to the shop, buddy. Tim's been one of our longtime customers, so let's see what we got here. Fly out and sell on what's what. You'll be in a week. Come on out, man. You can stay at the house. Make some noise, drink some booze, and whatever. So Terry says, wow, so there's still delays on the opening. Yes. On unrelated news, the liquor store in my neighborhood has shown a 28% increase in sales last year.
Yeah.
Particularly in fucking bourbon. All right, let's see, what do we got here? I'm just clicking buttons now. What guitar does Dylan have with that Pelham Blue? Well, I guess
in certain lights, it does kind of hit.
It's kind of Pelham Blue, but it also has nodes of Lake Placid blue.
It does, and what's weird is like the back of it. It's kind of hard to tell. Well, you can't really see it in that light, but the back of it and this light
looks like Lake Placid blue right there.
Yeah.
This way, it almost looks like aqua.
Yeah.
Seafoam aqua.
Yes.
Flaccid aqua.
Flaccid aqua.
Flaccid aqua. Flacids.
Yeah, that's the new essence from Mike. Right. Flaccid aqua.
Flaccid aqua. It's great.
But yeah, it's basically just a parts caster actually that had come in, and the guy had initially just not quite got a few things right, so I actually got it for an incredibly low price, and then Sam at the shop ended up helping me get it in fighting shape. And then a friend of the shop actually, it's kind of funny, he bought these pickups from us, and he plays basically only an E standard. They're the Billy Gibbons, Seymour Duncan Red Devil set. Mm-hmm. And he said they were like painfully bright, and so he ended up just pulling them out and just gave them to me. And it occurred to me that like overly bright pickups in a guitar that was sounding pretty dark might finally alleviate it. So essentially it's two humbuckers right here and then a regular single coil right there. But it's actually
good sounding guitar.
Yeah, it's a great guitar. And the neck, I still don't know why Fender. I mean, it's basically just Fender's. Honestly, it's not the 60s one because it's a little thicker. So I think it's one of their
I want to see it.
50s necks, but it's the roasted maple and it has medium jumbo frets on it. So.
Didn't go where I wanted it to go.
Oh, and it is in C standard.
That thing sounds pretty righteous, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So this guitar, when he had his fabulous deal.
Oh yeah, it came in with your other deal. Yeah.
Yeah. It came in. This one didn't. I forgot I even had it. This thing didn't last so long that I forgot we even got it in. Right.
Yeah. Well, it was a side deal because he dropped it on the way in the shop, and so Sam had to There's a small chip that he fixed over here. But yeah, he wasn't gonna sell it to us until I had $100 cash, and I just ran after him, and I was like, I'll buy it for $100. And he's like, okay. But yeah, he was basically so embarrassed he didn't bring it all the way in. He brought in your Strat, and then he was coming in to bring.
Was that with the Fiesta Red?
Yeah, the Fiesta Red one. And
so
yeah,
he brought I got a Fiesta Red Strat out of it.
Yeah.
And he got this one.
Well, yeah, and he brought that in, but he dropped it on the way in the door, and so that was why he was like too embarrassed. And so I was like, well, you know, for a parts caster that you just dropped, I'll do at least $100 if you'll do it. And he's like, yeah.
The neck was worth more than that.
Yeah.
All right. Texas Toast said I'll go to the face dance bar. Oh, hold on.
Doesn't he mean the carpet ride thing? Isn't that more?
So Doc says, sounds like you need to find out which city council needs a trip for tacos at the face dance bar. I wish it worked like that in Colorado. If we were back in New York, we might have this already done. I know how to work with those people. Let me.
Or you know who knows how to work.
Or I know how to work with those people. Yeah. What can I put in? What can I put in this hand that puts a permit over here in this hand? All right, what else we got? Rolling Rectum. Wait, what? The punk rock band of Colorado.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, what's this? Had a band named Tornado Warning back when we used to get those. Even summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I forgot we haven't had.
We had a good stretch. Yeah.
Oh, dude, even better. Bong Cyclone.
Bong Cyclone, yeah.
It's a great stuff.
It actually
Absolutely.
is, yeah.
Here, turn up that. Turn it up again.
I think you turned it down.
Oh, I did it. Yeah. Down by half. I don't know, something like that. I'm just screwing around. All right, whatever. Bong Cyclone. Yep, I'm good with that. Born in Winter is a stupid band name. That's what Matt says.
Born in Winter?
Born in Winter?
Yeah. Here,
what happened?
Here, I'll give it.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. That's what I just gave me.
Oh, I'm like, what happened? Didn't do that before. Born in Winter is a stupid band name. I'm guessing that Matt might have been one of Matt's band's names. Oh, I think we just had a lot of.
Just a lot of.
There's a lot of games. So Ben Coombs, there's a Godin 5th Avenue 2 HB. Think it's a good price. What do you think? Brand new, $500. I think that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good deal for 5th Avenue. Uh-oh, Kitty Finger, best new punk rock band. Oh, we're gonna get in trouble. But BC Bud is world class. That's true. When I went there the first time, I was pleasantly surprised. Doug says his nephew's band is actual bank robbers.
Oh. Actual bank robbers.
No, the France of Canada, they keep to themselves. Quebec's only known for poutine and hot strippers.
Sounds like a winning recipe, Terry. I mean,
Yeah, I think we need to.
You guys keep ragging on him.
Yeah, I'm like, I think we need to go to Quebec. I guess Quebec, Banff, Alberta. Yeah, see, I wanted to steal the name and have my and start a company called Banff.
Yeah.
And then when people go, hey, what's Banff stand for? When they don't know where Banff is, they just go, it's badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I think it works out. Okay, so Ben says we're just it's all Canada all day over here. So Ben says, well, honestly, all strippers are from Quebec.
Okay.
Apparently that's
where they go for training.
Yeah, that's the training camp for strippers.
The wall in here works.
So James, young man, the young man is mayonnaise an instrument.
You gotta say it like Patrick.
Mayonnaise.
Gotta say it like Patrick from he's quoting Patrick from SpongeBob. So they go to try out for Squidward's band, and they're trying to find something for Patrick to play, and he's like, "Is mayonnaise an instrument?"
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's from I think it's the episode was Band Geeks.
Oh.
Ooh, I got toasty.
Blasted Aqua does sound like a good band name. See?
Yeah.
We got a thing that we do at the shop, like just in the course of the day where we go, oh, that'd be a good band name.
Yeah.
And sometimes we might do it here where we might have a whiteboard and just
keep them all on.
Just start writing because we just come up with stupid names all day, or somebody says something going,
yeah,
that would be good. Gary says it's a cool looking guitar. Thanks, Gary. It is a pretty cool guitar. Gary also said hello. Thanks for joining in, man. Appreciate it. Let's see. Still shocked to see Dylan with a Strat. What's up, Darrell? So yeah, I find it odd too that he's got two now.
Strat's Doom now.
And he still doesn't have. Well, he's got a telly. You got a telly.
Yeah, I need to get an actual
proper
old school telly though.
You got to get a proper telly.
Actually, that 50s one, like the sister to the.
I can't.
That one is I was playing that the other day when I was like kind of pissed off. So I was like, this thing's great though. It made me feel a lot better.
Yeah, we got a Vintera's 50s telly, and it's awesome. It's got a nice fat neck on it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great and heavy. Yes.
Yes.
Stargazer. Hey, that guy looks real familiar.
The Zig Star.
Who is this? Is this your mom?
Yeah.
Hey, Carla. I'm like, wait a minute, I know that dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know that dog. Oh, and he's there with the Devil Can amplifier that he had for like a year, which is a killer amp.
Well, I think that's right around the time he started his job.
Oh, that might be. Oh, okay.
That's like the first time he came in the shop, I think.
Let's see. Gary's here. Afternoon, Boss Dingus and Doom Dingus.
Yes.
What's happening, Black Dingus? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Hope you had a good New Year's, man.
Oh, actually, speaking of.
So James asks us, how does it sound with a Westwood? Do you have a Westwood in there?
I don't have a Westwood. I got a Demogorgon, a Naga Viper,
See,
an
so
Archer.
as you guys can tell, right here, that's James. He works at the shop, and he loves Westwoods.
Yes.
From Earthquaker Devices.
As you can see with the picture of him wearing a Westwood t-shirt holding two Westwoods.
Right. He's a little obsessed. So if you like an overdrive, and you come into the shop, that's what he's going to try to sell you.
It's almost noisier when I'm not playing.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, Weedy? Hey, Ryan, what's going on, man? Happy New Year's. Hope everything was good for you. Janice Lala showed up. Wow, I'm bummed I totally missed it. You didn't miss it. Trust me, you've lived through some of these live streams. Yeah, you didn't miss a lot. It's just us, doing our normal thing. Dylan did bring his Strat.
Yes.
So he's playing that through a bunch of his board stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Yes, it was. That Devil Cat was a straight boat anchor. It was. That thing was heavy. It sounded killer.
Oh,
but
yeah,
boy, was that thing.
So my
it was heavy.
Thinking about that again.
Hey, Dan, what's happening? New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well. Ben said the Westward is on my list. That's a good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good pedal, man. I think you'll dig it.
We can't let James get an ego about it, but it is legitimately a very good pedal.
So Darrell says Happy New Year to Flipside family.
Happy New Year, Darrell.
Happy New Year too, man. Big John says, what up, guys? What's happening, John? I think John moved to Texas. I think John's in Texas.
Oh, I think he did mention that.
He was in Florida and now he's in Texas. So hopefully Texas is treating you well. I think John, are you from Texas? Is that what it was? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Could be. Let's see.
He's got a beard and he's big, so he'll fit right in Texas. So.
One of his strats I'm just learning about today. Yes, he's got two, right?
Yes. Yeah, just this one and then the other
the 50s, one. The 50s one.
Yeah. Both of them have thick necks, too. This one's not overly thick, but just right.
So Terry says he hears Westwood and all he thinks of is the TV series.
It wasn't Westworld, though?
It was Westworld, yeah.
Yeah, it's close, but...
That's close enough. We'll make our own TV show.
What's actually really cool is that the TV show kind of ended up going to shit, but the old version, if you see like posters of it, that's some of the coolest like TV and movie posters or whatever.
Oh, like the Yul Brynner?
Yeah, like the old one.
Have you ever watched the old one?
I've seen parts of it.
Yul Brynner is creepy as fuck.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say he was good at that shit.
Creepy. He is such a creepy. I don't know personally if he was a creepy dude.
No, he was actually known to be pretty funny
creepy.
As far as I've heard. Yeah.
Super creepy in those movies. Everything that he plays that kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those dudes that was like really good at playing the villain, even though he didn't really want to. But
yeah, I mean, some people are just good at it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Hey, Dale, what's happening, man? I hope you're feeling good. I thought I heard around the way that you might have been had a little bit of health issues. I hope you're feeling good. Hopefully 2023 is awesome for you. So I hope you're feeling better. And if you were fine, then I hope you continue to be fine.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just covering all the bases. Let's see here. Goots wants to hear John Mayer. Well, Goots can.
Yeah.
Goots can go play John Mayer himself. I'm not there, so he has, because I know when I'm not there, he plays it, right? He's got to.
He does, but he's also, I think, he might be getting a complex.
Is he phasing out of it?
Well, no, but I mean, he might be getting a complex now at this point between you, me, James, and Eric.
Oh, just because.
Well, yeah.
It's entirely possible. He wants my favorite John Mayer.
Well, Eric keeps
Big
telling
John
him
says
that eventually
no.
he's gonna like somebody.
So I don't know if that's no to Texas or no from Texas. We can't play John Mayer on drop C anyway, right?
No, but I don't know any of his shit.
I know like a couple things.
Oh, that's.
Well, I know like.
That's unfortunate.
Well, I know like bits and pieces. I don't know the whole thing.
No, I could play Grateful Dead sooner than I'd play.
What's your favorite John Mayer song? Gravity, probably. I like that one. Why Won't You Come When I Call? That's a good tune. It's more of a blues song. It's got a really cool thing to it. I always like John Mayer, so I'm not gonna. You guys can crucify me.
His pop shit, I don't know.
I always thought, I'm like, kid's good songwriter, plays good guitar. I mean, I don't own anything by him, but I never was like a total hater. I heard he's kind of a douche, but
no,
I also don't care about that either. There's certain things I like. And
well, the first time I was ever even aware of him was when he checked himself into rehab for his ego. That was
wow. That's
yeah. And so like that was like my first impression of him. So I was like, okay, but I mean, I get it. He's one of those dudes that honestly, he's probably tuned a lot of kids into playing that wouldn't have otherwise. So.
I mean, even Taylor Swift, for as much as I could not stand her songs or any of that shit, she's a talented girl and she plays guitar and she's got a lot of people into playing guitar, and I gotta say, I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really need to hear any more of her songs, but I'm glad that she got a whole bunch of legions of girls and people to play guitar, and I think that's super cool. Okay, so let's cruising through. Original Westworld movie is awesome. I think it's awesome too. Dale says he's feeling much better now. Awesome. I'm glad. I'm hoping that 23 is a great year for you. So Ferd says, "Damn, I forgot you guys are on tonight." Well, we're here. You're here.
You found us anyway.
You found us, so I'm glad. Janice Lala said she forgot too, but she's here, so I'm awesome that you guys are here. Let's see. Terry's talking about scary movies. Evil Dead Rise. I don't watch. You know what? I used to like scary movies, and now honestly, if I watch a scary movie, I might light up an adult smokable, and I'll watch it on a Saturday afternoon. I do not watch movies. I don't watch scary movies at night. I'm too much of I'm a wuss when it comes to that.
Well,
shit.
see, for me, honestly, like
I won't watch the ghost shows because before I know it, all of a sudden every damn
the ones that get me honestly more like the actual murderer show. Those are the ones I wouldn't watch at night because at least that shit I'm like, there's at least a chance that this could happen to me tonight. The other shit I'm like, eh.
What,
like
the murderer stuff?
Yeah, like there's a chance that
somebody's gonna break in your house.
Yeah, it is possible. If a ghost is gonna come get me, like a lot of other things got to happen in order for them to do some serious damage.
Well, if the ghost if the ghost tries to come and get you, you'll hear him coming because he'll be like, boo.
Letting Ziggy try to lick him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He'll be coughing too much before he gets to you.
Yeah.
Here, man.
Yeah. Just relax, Mr. Ghost.
Yeah. Hey, man, you're harsh my mellow there, bro.
But yeah, no, those are the ones that like the murder, like the true crime murder ones. Those are the ones that would freak me out more, like at night if you were alone and watching that shit. Horror movies honestly don't get me. Evil Dead is actually probably the reason that they don't really get me that much anymore because it was so like over the top that all I see, like even when the blood's just going crazy and shit, all I see is like food coloring and cornstarch and dye and shit. Like I don't think about it actually being.
Take all the fun out of
shit. Well, no, but I'm just saying, like my head.
Take all the fun out of it.
Yeah, but otherwise it would bother me, and I'd be one of those people that has like bad dreams after watching a bad movie or something. But
I can't. I remember
but
watching.
To me, Evil Dead is hilarious. Like the all of the Evil Dead movies are hilarious.
Well, some of them like I watch and I'm like, oh boy, this is something. You know what I don't like is that glitchy shit they do with the camera when something moves across, but it's like done in the frame.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate that shit. That scares the piss out of me.
Yeah, so, that is more unnerving.
Yeah, it's because my brain it doesn't make sense to my brain.
Yeah.
And so it scares the shit out of me. What was the movie where the girl jumped out of the
Ring?
That's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I knew exactly.
The girl jumped out of the thing.
Yeah.
The well. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, that one scared the shit out of me. I remember watching that movie and I was like, hell no. No. I don't know why. It just caught me at the right I know why. So me and my roommates were smoking a bunch of dope. And we watched that movie and it freaked. I didn't know what I was watching.
Oh,
and it just kind of freaked me out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, no, I'm good. Yeah. That bothered me. I didn't like it.
You know, honestly, for me too, I guess I will take it back. Anytime there would be like a scene, and it doesn't even have to necessarily be a horror movie, but like when it's shit in the woods. Because like that stuff, I've been close enough to where like shit almost happened that like the stuff of like in movies when it does happen, I'm like, ah shit, that really is scary. Because then you're like, there are animals, and some of you guys might not necessarily live in places where animals that are like bigger than you exist. But I was gonna say in the mountains, like as a kid, some of that shit like it wasn't that uncommon to just be going along and you'd suddenly see a bear or a mountain lion or some shit. So it's like, those are the ones that get me where you're like, oh shit, a mountain lion killed like 2 people on a hiking trail. And you're like, well, that could actually happen to me.
How about that last year? Was it last year? Some hiker.
Oh, yeah.
lion attacked and the guy fucking killed it.
Yeah.
With bare
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, I forgot there was that guy.
What a badass.
Yeah.
Imagine telling that story at the pub.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That would be
Watch
awesome.
it.
But yeah, I don't I don't do demons and movies and all that kind of stuff. I did watch this whole ghost story thing. They went to 3 different places, and one of them was actually at the lumber baron's mansion, which is like 8 blocks away from my house in North Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've driven by it 1,000 times, and I go, holy shit! When they zoomed in, I'm like, wait a minute, I know this name. Holy crap!
Yeah.
So that was interesting because somebody got killed there back in the 70s. This has nothing to do with guitars, by the way.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 other places, and the one guy was just such a cheeseball, going, "You need to get leave in the name of Jesus." And he was just so animated when he was throwing water and shit, like he just ran out of his holy water and started throwing shit out of the damn drinking fountain. It's like, okay, man,
This budget holy
yeah,
water.
yeah. Well, it was silly. Anyway, Doug says, why invite demonic shit into your house? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but see, that's where my curiosity gets me with the demonic shit, because like, part of me is like, I sort of want to, if it's ever actually real, I would want to see it to a point, because then I'm like, then I'd know. It's kind of one of those things like you'd have to experience. I'm kind of that way with ghosts. Like, I don't know that a ghost would freak me out that much because I'd be so excited that it actually happened. You know what I mean?
Not unless he touched you.
Well, no, yeah, but that'd be a weird ghost.
If you got fondled by a ghost,
yeah, that'd be weird, though.
You might be like, hey, listen, whoa,
yeah.
settle down, Casper. I don't know. I don't like.
Casper, the little too friendly ghost.
Yeah, questionably friendly ghost. Yeah, I don't. I've had.
Because even with the demon thing, it'd be like, holy shit, I got proof now. Like.
See, but it's the whole thing. It's like, is there a demon? I gotta go. Well, I don't know. There's all multiple dimensional things, and I have theories on.
Well, again, that's
I have better theories when I've been drinking though, because I don't.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we're basically
getting into a comedy bit.
Well, we're basically getting into a drinking rant without the drink at the moment.
Right. Which we did have beer in the fridge.
Oh, did we? Damn it. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say that's one. What's that show? Because some of them I'm getting a little tired of, but Skinwalker Ranch. Yeah, that was actually a fairly interesting one, only because like
but
some
it's
of the
aliens.
Yeah, well, it's not all aliens though, because some of the shit, like even just the odd things that are happening on the property there.
Near the one house.
Yeah, well, that, and even like whenever they look at that particular horizon when it was mirroring, like that stuff, like those are things that I'm like interested in, because that is actually like you're seeing something that you genuinely can't explain, and other people are seeing it. Like those are interesting to me. When it gets into the shit of like, demons and ghosts or Bigfoot, that's when I'm like, I want it to be real, but it never is, and so then I just get disappointed. Yeah, see, it's another one. Like, well, I wouldn't want all the shit of like him haunting you for the rest of your life. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, kid, let's come over here in this closet.
Reach in my pocket.
And then Terry's got this one. A demon gave me an STD. They're real. All right, well, we got to wrap it up. It's 5 o'clock. We've just been shooting the shit with you guys for a while. I appreciate you guys sticking around. 20 some odd people. I think we had like 27 at one point before people gave up on us. Anyway, moving on. Go check out our friends over at Texas Toast Guitars. They are going to be talking about wood things, tapping on wood or something. And then right after that, go check out Dylan Talks Tone, and he will talk tone. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming out. Everybody have a good night, and hopefully we'll all have a really cool 2023. And we'll see you guys on the flip side, which is Thursday.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
All right. Later, folks. Have a good night. We out.